He's now retired, former pitcher. He's an author. He's written a children's book, All You Can Be. He's Kerry Wood joining us on the show. Woody, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Where are you?
I'm sitting in my office. The kids just left the house finally for school, and it's a little bit quiet finally.
Do you carpool?
Yeah, actually, I got to go pick up my son. My oldest got out of school yesterday, so I got to go pick up two of his buddies, and we're going to go bowling or Dave and Buster's or something.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are retired.
Doing it all.
Yeah? Are you the most famous dad in the carpool lane?
I might be the only dad in the carpool lane.
Certainly the only one under 40 who's in the carpool lane there. Is it weird to be retired?
You know, I think right now it's not weird at all. It's great. It's only been I think it's less than 2 weeks, but it's just been it's been great, man. I've been spending time with the family, hanging out with the kids, and did a little fishing. Got stuff going on with the foundation, so I've been busy enough, but it's definitely nice, and then I don't have to crank this thing up every day.
But how tough was it that here you go, not even mid-season, and then what hit you that said, okay, that's it, I'm done, I don't want to play anymore?
Just a combination of several things. This is something, I'd kicked it over. I'd probably gotten to this point where I thought it was going to be at 2 or 3 times in the last 2 years or so, 2 or 3 years. I think it was just, it was a grind. Once the shoulder injury happened in 05, 06, and figured out what was going on with that, and it was a grind. It was a grind to get the body ready every day to go out and get the arm ready to go out and play catch for batting practice and throw, and then get ready for the game. And that grind is all worth it when you're helping the team and you're successful and you're getting guys out and you're part of a solution. Things change when it's still a grind. The grind gets harder to get the body ready every day, and then the results aren't there. You feel like you're not helping the team. You're actually part of the problem. And so just a culmination of a bunch of things. And I think the body and mind were telling me it was time. I didn't have the desire to put the work in to go out there and pitch the way I was pitching.
That feeling of walking off the mound, you knew it was the last time, and then you see your little boy there. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good way to go out, Woody.
Can't think of couldn't have, not that it was written, couldn't have written it any better if we had tried. I think knowing it was the last day, I took him out of school and had him come to work with me. And
it's pretty good sick out, though, if you say, hey, I got to take my son out of school, I'm going to go retire.
It didn't help me at all. I couldn't have lied about it anyways. He was all over the paper, all over the TV. All the teachers and students and buddies said they saw him, so there was no hiding it.
If the Cubs were a contender, would you still be pitching?
I don't think I could. Honestly, I don't think so. I think it was, again, like I said, the body. I really felt like I was handcuffing Dale with not being able to use me in back-to-back days. Up until this point, we were still trying to work to it. The body just wasn't responding, and the arm wasn't responding. The body was fine, just the shoulder wasn't responding. And I'd go out and face. I'd go pitch one inning, and it was couldn't go for the next 2 days, and then you just can't do that coming out of the pen, especially later in games, and handcuffing the manager and not being able to let him use the pen the way he needs to. So it was time, and the body wasn't responding. It wasn't bouncing back, and I'd spent enough time, as we all know, on the DL, and didn't really want to end it that way. He's
Kerry Wood, the former Cub pitcher, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. What would you say to Steve Bartman if you saw him?
Sorry. And there's not a whole lot else to say, man. I'm sorry. I respect the fact that he has never gone out and talked about it or tried to write a book or, tried to make money off of it. I think he was just a huge Cubs fan and the wrong place at the wrong time, and I feel bad for the guy.
Did you ever meet him?
Mm-mm.
And I still go back to Game 7 of that NLCS. You hit the home run. Mm-hmm. People think that you lost Game 6, therefore you lost the series. You guys had a chance to win it. You homer. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking after you've homered?
Well, same thing everybody else was thinking. We just won. We're going to win. And, then you go out 2 innings later and you're grinding to get through an inning. You got bases loaded, and next thing you know, it doesn't happen. So at the particular time of the home run, it was chaos in the stadium. I can only imagine what it was like in the city, but it was, I know my thought process was, let's go finish this thing.
At what point do you take your son and have him watch the 20 strikeout game against Houston?
Probably when he starts pitching. when he starts to figure out what it is to actually go out and pitch to hitters. I think he's 6 now. I don't think he would get it. I think probably, I don't know, 10 or 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there. I'll sit down and watch it with him and break it down if he wants to.
Did you? When's the last time you watched it?
I don't think I've actually ever watched it all the way through.
I don't think the Astros have either. I've never seen a performance like that, though. That curveball that day, and it was a damp day, and that was a good Astros team. That's your 5th Major League start. I couldn't believe when I'm watching that. You threw a Frisbee up there, Adam.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know any better.
They didn't either.
Yeah, I still tell the 7th inning. I remember specifically standing there on the mound in the 7th inning and getting ready. I was in my wind-up position, getting ready to start, and it was raining, and I was slipping about 5-6 inches every time I landed, and I'm like, this guy, he's getting ready to call this game. He's getting ready to call it. I know he is. And I just kept slipping, and the ball just kept going right where I wanted it to go. So it was one of those days. I mean, I have broken it. Somebody sent me a clip of just the last pitch of all the strikeouts, and if you flip through that, of the 20, I think about 13 of them were actually strikes. So I had a big zone that day, and a lot of luck on my side.
Anything you keep from that game?
I got my glove. Hall of Fame took the jersey and the hat, and I got the last strikeout ball, which I will, the son or the family that'll stay in the family for a while, hopefully, and memories of teammates in the day.
Best piece of advice Mark Grace ever gave you?
Whew. Don't go in a slump.
Wait, that's got a little bit more to it then.
A little bit more to it.
Yeah, true. Although, you know what? He had that revolving door. He had some good-looking women there to help him out of a slump.
He did.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer when it came to that.
No question. No question.
What made you write the book, the children's book?
It was when the opportunity presented itself. I saw kind of a way for me to kind of encourage kids just by sharing my story, my own personal story of kind of what I went through and what I had to overcome to kind of achieve my goal and reach my dream. So I think it was just a positive story of how you can overcome adversity when things are put in front of you where it doesn't look too good in the future, and you can overcome those things by determination. So I think it was just a good story, and I got a chance to pick some illustrations from some public school kids, 4th through 8th graders here, did all the artwork for it. So it was just a cool experience. WoodFamilyFoundation.org for more information. Do you see my first pitch at Wrigley? Which one?
Well, the first one was a Maddox-type pitch, off the plate, and then I came back and busted him.
Yeah, that's where you're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you think?
I thought, I don't know. I mean, it didn't look real promising until you went out and got the next ball. Now that you explained it, I understand. You bounced one to try to set him up for the high cheese. I get it now, but okay. I don't think the 30,000 in the seats got it.
Well, the great ones got it.
Right. The people that know the game really got it.
Absolutely. Good luck in retirement and, picking up kids and all those fun things there, Woody.
I don't know how long I'm going to be doing that, but it's been fun. So I had a good run, and I appreciate everything.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
All right, Kerry Wood. WoodFamilyFoundation.org, the children's book, All You Can Be.